That's on this time. We're way slack. Gotta be on. Don't know what it is. Oh. Good evening. Good evening and welcome back to Frugal Outdoors with myself, Dylan. And as you can clearly see, we are out fishing this evening. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is my second choice of venue this evening. I went to go and fish at a venue called Yarmouth Pier. I fish on the Isle of Wight, and along the Solent we've got three piers to fish from: Yarmouth, Ryde and Sandown. And I went to fish Yarmouth Pier this evening, which I haven't fished this year. In fact, I fished it once, but I didn't film it. And I just wanted to fish there, see if I could maybe pick up a squid, see if I could pick up a couple of bream, just see what it was about really. And I went there and it was absolutely heaving. So I thought, you know what, let's come and fish under the Needles. So we're fishing Allen Bay. We've got a really good tide tonight. It's quite a big tide, but we're basically fishing it all the way up. We've got some lovely weather. We've got some nice overcast skies, as you can see above me. So I'm thinking we stand a pretty decent chance of catching a fish. Now, because I have changed venue, I did only come out with squid and sand eels, so I am gonna have to try and catch some more bait. So fingers crossed we can chuck out a scratch and rig, a bream rig, maybe catch a couple of pouting or something. Maybe then we can fish for a bass, fish for a conger, fish for a ray. I mean, this venue can literally throw anything up, so yeah, it would be fun. Not only that, this is the very first place I did my first sea fishing video, and I haven't fished it since. So yeah, so there's a little bit of nostalgia going on as well. But anyway, let's get some rigs baited up. Let's go through our tactics and stuff, and let's get fishing, shall we? Oh, look at that. You can see the coloured sands of Allen Bay. It's a glorious evening. I mean, we're in the supermoon phase at the moment. I feel like it's not going to make too much effect this evening, so it should be all right. So yeah, we're quite limited on bait this evening. I mean, we have got plenty, but choice-wise, I've literally got sand eels and I've got some squid, all Kraken sea baits. But going by my last couple of sessions, when I've chucked a nice bit of fresh bait out there, it's done me quite well. So I'm going to kind of aim to do something similar this evening. Let's get a rig baited. And just to mix it up a little bit, my first rig I'm going to put out is an up and over. It's a 2.0 up and over, because I have got sand eels. It would be nice to pick up a ray, a bull huss, a conger eel. I'm fishing with kind of smaller hooks. If I do get some fresh pouting, then I'll upsize to a 3.0 and I'll put some bigger baits out, and then we'll go see if we can't get a big girl. And as always, all of the rigs are available from www.frugal.od.co.uk. So if some of you don't know, I'm sure 99% of you do, but for the people that don't know, an up and over, you'll have your lead on a pulley bead or a swivel or anything like that, just a clip, as long as it's running. And then you'll have a long arm Gemini clip there. And then essentially your hook snoot goes over that clip, and then it will go into your Gemini bait clip underneath there. Gives you a nice compact, streamlined rig. It's a really effective rig. I think I used one the other day actually. I used them loads last year, and I just, for some reason, haven't used them at all this year really. There we go, we've got some nice sand eels. There's quite a few sand eels in this pack. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably get 2, and I will get a little bit of squid, the same length and width, give or take, as the sand eel, and we'll bind them all up together. Now, I have actually got my squid gear with me. Now, I've mentioned this before, I've only ever had a go for squid once, and I found it incredibly boring. But having said that, I didn't catch one, so that's probably why. But this time I've got my rods, so I can fish, and then I can chuck out some jigs and see if we might catch up a random squid, which would be pretty cool. So because I've got a double prong bait needle, I've put one sand eel on each prong, and then we'll quickly just bind that on there. And job's a good one. Really nice, really slim bait, but because it's small and because it's on a compact rig, I should be able to give it a little bit of welly and get it out there. As soon as we've got this one baited up, we'll chuck it out, and then we'll get a second rig sorted out. I just want to get fishing. There we are, look at that. Really nice and neat, slim line. We'll just take that 2-0 hook there, we'll just hook it into the top, lay the rest of the line down the bait, and then we'll bind all of that hook over the eye of the hook, over the knot and everything else. There's a nice little tag end on there, so that should stop it from slipping up and down. We'll keep it on the baiting tool as well, because it just keeps it super neat. Yeah, and it's going to be a lovely bait. Just when the sun starts to set as well. And as everyone knows, the camera makes it look a lot lighter than it really is. And there we are, we'll just pop that pennel hook straight in the top, and look at that. That is a lovely, lovely little bait. And there we are, there it is, all clipped up. As you can see, it's a nice, short, compact rig. Right, let's get this out. We'll give it a bit of a punch. We'll see if we can't get it out at some distance. I've got to be careful, because, in fact, let's go this side. We've got the, got to be careful, because we've got all the mechanism of the chairlift right behind me. So you really do need to go straight over our heads. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble. There we go. And there we are, first one's in. We've got plenty of movement left to right at the moment. We've got, like I say, they are big tides. It wouldn't be a session with me if I wasn't chucking out a Bream rig, which also doubles up as a scratching rig really. Should hopefully pick up a pouting or a Bream with this, or anything really. Just scratch around, have a little play with this one, and then we'll fish with the bigger baits on the right hand side and just see how we get on. And of course the beauty is fishing on this structure, because we're quite elevated, I'm getting an extra few yards on the cast as well. And not only that, we're also 10 yards further out into the sea as well. So yeah, we should be able to find some depth of water out there. I think as that tide starts to flood, with any luck, we'll find a fish or two. And there we go. I'm getting bites on both rods straight away, first chuck. They've been in the water about 30 seconds. Trying to sort some light out. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was a better bite. What's going on? I'm getting bites on both rods, it's crazy. Right, let's get another rig ready. Right, there we go. That's on this time. We're way slack. Gotta be on. Well, this feels like it could be a Bream. Yeah, it is. It's a pretty decent one too. Ooh. Nice work. Oh wow, we've not even been fishing for 5 minutes and we've got a beautiful, beautiful Bream. Easily over a pound, pound and a half I would have thought all day long. Awesome. Right, let's get another rig baited. Let's chuck it out. I'm getting bites on that one. I think it's probably Bream bites as well, to be honest. But check that out for the first fish. Well, I couldn't have hoped for a better start than that. I really couldn't. I'm pretty sure when this light does finally go though, still going that one, when this light does finally go, I think those Bream are probably going to turn into pouting, in which case then I'll drop a bass rig out. There we go, still going that. It's just too big a hook. The sunset over there is absolutely stunning. Oh, I'm made up. Yeah, I think unfortunately those hooks on the right hand side are just a little bit too big for those bream to take. Though I'm still getting loads of bites on it, it's just not going. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another bream rig baited up now, and I'll alternate between those 3 rigs. So every now and again I'm still putting out a bigger bait, and then when we lose the light I am going to fish bigger baits on one side completely. Yeah, and see how we get on. But so far so good. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely bouncing. Cool. Oh. Oh no, it came off. Oh. If that was a bream, it was a really, really good one. I think that might have been a smooth hound, you know. Don't know. Never know. Let's see if we've got a hook snood left. Yeah. Yeah, we got a hook snood. What I'm going to do is still bait on both hooks as well. Oh, that was a lovely take. Really punchy as well. Man, I am looking forward to the rest of the evening if it carries on the way it's going now. I've got to change this one. It's been bouncing around for absolutely ages, this one, so let's have a look. I'm roasting. Sky is absolutely amazing. I'm going to get this next cast out and I've got to show it to you. Oh, there is something on there, isn't there? There is something on there. No way. Look at that. Look at that, we've got ourselves another bream. And there we go. Another bream. This one was on the up and over rig on a 2.0, double sand eel and squid. So the bream are definitely here this evening. Hopefully we can get a couple more before it goes dark. You never know, we might get a couple into dark as well. Oh, it's all happening a little bit fast tonight. Haven't got myself sorted out properly at all. So that up and over's got a 60-pound snood and 2.0 hooks. So it just goes to show that when those bream are on the feed, they're really not shy at all. Oh. And we're in again. I was not expecting this evening at all. It's given quite a good account for itself, this one. Where are you? Oh, you're still out there somewhere. Going a little bit easier this time because I really do not want to lose. Oh look, I've got a double hook up. There we go, look at that. We've got food and bait. Wow, right, there we go. We've got ourselves a lovely bream, and we've got ourselves a perfect bait-sized pouting as well. Killed 2 birds with 1 stone there. Chuffed. Let's get this one out. So both rods are sort of tentatively going at the moment. One on the right is looking a little bit more positive, but that has got the up and over on it. Now I've got that pouting, I think I am literally going to change it up straight away. I think I'm going to get a bass rig out. I have got my really light boat rod. So this is just a 6 to 10 pound boat rod. I've got it set up with some braid. Got a nice little leader on it. Now my thoughts were originally was to have a go for some squid, but now I'm half tempted just to flick a bass bait out there on this. But I'll probably need the length of the rod if I do get a bass to get around either side here. Unless I want to lift it up over, which I don't really want to with this. I think we'll carry on as we are for a minute. I'll fish with the fishing rods and maybe later I'll throw a couple of squid jigs out on this little puppy. Well, it's gone a little, my God, look at that. So cool. Yeah, it's gone a little bit quiet, to be honest. Probably haven't had a bite for maybe 20 minutes. I mean, that's when I'm saying quiet. It's only because I had such a busy start. The rod on the right is still going every now and again. May well be something on there. But what I'm going to do is I am going to bait up a bass rig. I'm going to bait up a running ledger with a pair of 4-0s on there. And we're going to just flick it out over the side. And fingers crossed we can find ourselves a bass. There we are, look at that. Beautiful. Nice big 4-0 circle hook sticking straight out of its beak. And then we've got another 4-0 wide gape hook just coming out the side. And all I've done is I've cut it at a diagonal, basically from right on the back of the neck, straight down at a diagonal, and I've come out about here at the bottom of its stomach cavity. So as you can see there, you get all of the sort of liver, the juice, and all the stomach contents and stuff is all putting out scent. Now this rod on the right hand side has been going for probably about 15 minutes, just tiny small little bites. It could well be that it's just a small little strap conger eel. I'm going to bring it in, change it to put this on because it's my lighter of the two rods, and if I'm going to fish for bass I really want to use that one. And all we're going to do with this is I'm going to flick it just out to my left, and then we'll just switch them over. Because we're already out in the sea, I don't need to flick it out very far at all. Take that drag off. Try and feel the weight of the lead. There we are, it's just about there. Oh, other one's going now. There you go. Oh, I missed it. Eager beaver. Oh. So at the moment, I'm having a little play with some squid jigs. Every time I cast, the rod on the right gets a bite. Bass rod just went. Oh, I was just feeling this rod. And it just hooped round and pulled a load of line. Well, so far it's been a very, very enjoyable night. Still getting plenty of bites, and we've got 3 bream, but we'll change it up now. I am going to put every now and again, I'll put a bream rig out, see if I can pick up another pouting, but I really want to fish with some bigger baits now, see if we can't pick something up. I'm probably going to fish for bass on this left hand side all night now. Now I've started, I'm probably going to do it all night. I might change it up later, but for the minute we'll keep going. There we go, nice bit of pouting fillet. Fresh pouting, freshly caught and used as bait. Yeah, can't beat it. A lot of people are saying it's, you know, pretty much one of the best baits you can catch. Obviously, you know, you got mackerel, but, you know, second to mackerel really. There's an abundance of pouting. We all know they don't go back very well. but they make great bait. Just trying to tease whatever it is into taking it. It's their head. Pouting head is still out here. Just pop it back. But yeah, as I was saying, it's local to our waters. It's what a lot of these predatory fish are going to be feeding on. So really it's foolish for us not to use it as bait. Oh, I wanted to say as well, there's been a huge amount of support for this Isle of Wight open to all fishing competition. We've had loads of people sign up to it, which does mean we're quite limited for space now. We do have a lot of space for juniors still. So if anyone is interested in signing on for the comp, there's only 10 spaces left for adults now. If you are in two minds about it, then please don't hang about too long, because those spaces will be gone. You can still sign up for it at www.frugal.od.co.uk, and you can also sign up for it at Slamfish Bait and Tackle in Carisbrooke Business Park. But yeah, so far the interest has been amazing, so thank you to everyone. You know, there's no guarantees that the bites I'm getting on that pouting head are actually bass, because it could be cuttlefish or squid. Twice it's been hit, both times it's all a little bit of a mess. Hooks are like pulled out this way and that way. So if all else fails, I'm going to chuck a bait further out, straight out in front of me, and I'm going to chuck the squid jigs in there, just see if we can't see what it is. Let's go out with a nice big pouting bait. We're quite fortunate at the moment, because this big old supermoon that we're supposed to be having is still behind the cliffs. So it's not interfering with us here at all at the moment. What we have got though, it's quite a strong wind coming from sort of northeast, I guess. Definitely some easterly in it. That's my excuse anyway. Time for a change up. Oh, I can see that moon coming up behind. Gonna stick a bream rig back out, not to catch a bream, but just to try and catch some more fresh bait. And I'm gonna put the bass rig over the side on a tiny little rod. And that little rod, if you can see it, yeah, in the corner there, we've got a bait runner on that anyway. But it just goes to show the difference in a nice fresh battery. That is lovely and bright. And I actually thought these two were pretty bright anyway, but clearly not compared to that one. So far, since it's gone dark, apart from the bass bait, I've had no touches hardly at all, like a couple of small ones, but nothing major. You'd think it'd be the other way around. You always wait for dark for it to kick off, but this time it's been completely the other way around. Crazy in the daylight, and then it's just shut down. But we'll see. I'm still confident. I'm not going to fish for hours and hours tonight, but certainly got another 2 hours or so in us. There we go, that's better, isn't it? Fresh batteries. Absolutely brilliant, these tip lights, I've got to be honest. And I'm not just saying that because I sell them online. All right. Well, I thought we were into something a little bit better then, because it had some weight. That's because it had some weed on there. But we have got some more fresh bait. This poor little guy's been on there for a little while, but that is a nice fresh head to stick out the side. Right, now we've got a nice bit of fresh bait again. I'll put the bream rig away. I'm gonna get another pulley rig out. Just use that nice fresh pouting. Yeah, and hopefully we can find a fish. There we go, we got something. We've waited a while, but we've finally got something. I think it's on the pouting fillet as well. Might just be a conger eel. Well, it's coming in quite easy now. Oh well, it's welcome. It's a welcome sight. It's been a little while since we've had a fish. Ah, here we go. Lively bugger. Only a couple of pound or so. But like I say, it is a welcome sight because I haven't had a fish for a little while. And that was on that fresh pouting, so goes to show that sometimes fresh definitely is best. This bass bait, it's gone so many times tonight. And there we go, that's what we had. That conger eel on. Nice bit of pouting fillet, rolled up, trimmed up, very, very neat. Just on a pulley pennel with a couple of 3/0 hooks. Well, we got it. Don't know what it is. Oh, it's a nice bass. Oh, it's a nice bass. Well, I take it back. Maybe it was bass that was after it. But that little beauty, that was well worth all the effort. Do you know what? I was getting so many little pulls on that bait, and I really thought it was cuttlefish or squid. And there we go. There's our culprit. A lovely dinner size, £3 something maybe bass. Who cares? But I definitely know it's in size. She's coming home. Oh, yes! Chuffed. So chuffed. Well, everyone's always saying that September, October is a really good time for bass, and to be honest, I think the last 3 times I've come fishing, I've had a bass. So it definitely goes to show, you know, autumn is probably the better time. But yeah, I'm buzzing, man. So yeah, we got some nice bream, and we got a nice bass to take home. So I'm gonna carry on fishing with these 2 rods. I may well chuck that head out. I mean, I've been feeding up this area to my left. So, you know, I may as well chuck another bait in there. But it's 10 o'clock, so I'm only going to fish for another hour. Use what we've got. I'm going to put the bream rig away. I've got some sand eels left. I've still got some squid. And I've still got 1 pouting bait to go. So I'm not going to try and catch any more bait fish now. But yeah, what a result. Oh, just caught a really nice pull down out the corner of my eye then. I'm just baiting up the last bit of pouting fillet. I just saw that rod just go over. There we go. Well, I think it could be just another conger eel, but it's not very big, that's for sure. Yeah. Another little strap conger, smaller than the other one. Only a little one. Well, so far, all the nighttime fish have come on the fresh pouting. Literally everything, apart from obviously the pouting that I caught on the squid. That moon is really coming up very high now. I think we could have another strap conger here. Bait hasn't been out there for very long. There we go. Nice and easy. Yeah, he was way lively. I sent him straight back. I mean, the bait is probably all right to go back out, but I won't bother. I'll stick the fresh one on, chuck that out, and then yeah, have a little think about what we're going to do. Might change it up. There's a guy, somebody's come down, and he's squid fishing. I think he's squid fishing anyway. And I might have another little chuck with the jigs in a sec. That pouting head has not moved since I put it back out after having that bass, so we might knock it on the head with that and just have a little play. There we are, that is the last cast on this left hand side. It's a double sand eel and probably half a squid with the head and guts. So we're going to chuck that out. I'm going to make the last bait, which is, I've got another 2 sand eels left, so we'll make another little sand eel wrap. And then we'll get that one out as well, and then we'll start having a little tidy up. Whoa, hell. No. No, it's still on. God. That absolutely lifted that rod up, and it had drag. I don't know what it is, because it's not fighting at all. There we go, a little bit. Crikey. This is the one that is due to change anyway. I have no idea what this is. Oh, this is a really, really nice bass. Yes, mate, look at this one. That's got to be at least 5 pounds. Oh, shame it's not putting its fin up, but look at that. It absolutely nailed it. My rod went flying up, hooped over, loads of line came off of it, and then we just got that one. I saw it in the water and I was like, oh my God, it's a big one. But I mean, it's not huge, but it's definitely a decent bass. Whoa. So, 2 bass tonight. Absolutely epic. Oh, I'm absolutely buzzing about that. 2 bass again. What is it they say? Like buses. I've had 3 sessions and I've had 5 bass. Oh, I'm really chuffed about that one. That's the best bass I've had for quite a while. I have got some scales in the van. I didn't bother bringing them down because I wasn't really that fussed, and to be honest, I didn't think it was going to go as well as it did. So, but I will put the weights under those bass. Oh yes! So the only thing I have got to figure out is how I'm going to get them back up the steps, because I didn't bring a bag. And they're definitely not going to fit in the cool box. But it's not a bad problem to have. Oh well, so I've given that another 15-minute soak, and we haven't had a bite on it, so I'm going to bring it in now and call it a day on this awesome session. I have had the best time tonight. It's totally not gone to plan in the sense of I haven't fished where I intended to fish. I had hoped to try and get a squid, but we didn't get one. But I really don't care, because what I have got is a box full of amazing eating fish. Oh yeah, I'm chuffed, man. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, the weather is going to be really good this weekend. And it'd be lovely to try and get the little sib out and see if we can't get on a couple of fish out in the Solent. As I mentioned earlier, if you are thinking about signing up for the comp, then please do so sooner than later, because I don't want anyone to miss out, but we do have to limit the numbers because it is a fixed venue. And if anyone does miss out this time round, then fingers crossed, all being well, we'll be able to do another one anyway. Right, nothing more to say other than, I guess, what's the normal sign off? If you've made it this far and you haven't already subscribed, then please do think about it, because sometimes we have sessions like this where we nail the bream, nail the bass. I mean, we've had a bunch of strap congers, we've had a couple of pouting. It's been really quite a productive evening. So yeah, if you want to see more of it, then obviously click that subscribe button. And until the next one, please take care, stay safe, and maybe I'll see you out there. Cheers.